If you're a PvP main like me and struggling to masterwork even the most basic of things because you always seem to be lacking materials, then this is the video for you. Even if you're a PvE main, you'll want to watch this video as I'm going to tell you how to maximize enhancement cores, prisms, and ascendant shards from playing PvP so that you aren't wasting your time. Today I'm going to go over all the methods that you can use to maximize materials from your play session in PvP. These are going to be very useful for all kinds of players, from veterans to newbies, from players who play predominantly solo to those in fire teams. Now, I know Nightfalls give out a ton of materials and per minute they are probably still going to be the most efficient farm, but if you don't feel like playing Master or Grandmaster Nightfalls and just want to chill and play some PvP and gain some materials out of it, then you need to know the tips I'm about to provide. Let's get into it. So the first method, which loads of you guys don't know about, is that there's actually ghost mods which cause you to drop enhancement cores and enhancement prisms from precision kills in the Crucible. Now, from anecdotal experience, I was getting roughly 1 to 2 enhancement cores per game of Control from the cores mod, but only about 1 prism every 2 games from the prism mod. With a trick I'll show later in the video, 1 prism is actually worth 3 cores, so it kind of works out similar regardless of what mod you use. I ended up using the enhancement cores mod just because my brain needed that dopamine rush of more frequent drops. Also, the cores mod cost less energy on your ghost, so I could carry on using the highest XP ghost mod and progress through my season pass faster and gain more materials from there as well. Next, in terms of your PvP vendors, 3 vendors are going to provide you with the materials including ascendant shards as you rank up with them. Those are Shaxx, Saladin, and Saint 14. Now Shaxx levels up through Crucible rank, which can be gained by any Crucible activity, Saladin through Iron Banner, and Saint 14 through Trials of Osiris, the Pinnacle activity. Each of these vendors are going to provide you with upgrade modules, cores, prisms, and even ascendant shards on rank ups. Remember to pick up the legendary engram gear on the top right hand side of each of these vendors and dismantle any gear you don't need for a chance at more enhancement cores. The most rewarding of these activities is by far Trials of Osiris. Not only does going flawless to the lighthouse let you open a chest, which more often than not drops ascendant shards and prisms, but if you have a 7-win flawless passage, you can farm materials on end, even with a flawed passage afterwards. If you look here, after each game, I'm getting the adept weapon and tons of materials. This method, when set up, for me is actually faster than Grandmaster or Master Nightfall farming, depending on the week and what the Nightfall is, as Crucible games can take like 5 minutes to complete. If you're a solo player, wait for the weeks where there's freelance trials available so that you maximize your chance of getting to 7 wins. Iron Banner can also be very rewarding for materials, not only from a vendor point of view, but there's actually a hidden perk on the armor set that not a lot of people know about. Wearing 4 pieces of Iron Banner armor actually maximizes the chance of dropping a prism at the end of each game. Not only that, but it's also going to provide you with more reputation gains so you can rank up the vendor faster. Pair this with a ghost mod and I was getting a prism and 1 to 2 cores most games. So if you combine all these methods and keep them in mind before just jumping into a Crucible game, you'll actually find yourself across a season stockpiling all these materials, and you don't necessarily need to jump into PvE if that's not your cup of tea. So with the way the game works, I often found myself having way more prisms than any other currency, but maybe not enough cores. So I'm going to show you a method where you can convert your prisms down back into cores. Each of the 3 classes is going to have a leveling armor set, whereby if you buy any of these pieces, they're going to drop with 5 energy. If you level up this blue piece of gear to level 8 by spending 3 enhancement cores and 1 prism, then dismantle it, you'll end up getting 6 cores, thereby 1 prism netting you 3 enhancement cores. Obviously, you have Master Rahul who can go the other way, and you can spend 10 prisms to buy 1 shard. So guys, there you have it. Make sure you have your ghost mod equipped before you step into the Crucible. I can't emphasize how that is the most important one. By the end of the season, even if you spend tons of cores on upgrade modules and gear, you'll end up having 200 to 300 enhancement cores spare that you never had before. If you found what I talked about today remotely useful, then remember to like the video as that helps me out a ton. And if you want more Destiny content, both PvE and PvP focused, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm Mr. Ronnet, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.